Last semester, I had the opportunity to travel to China to study abroad. While I was there, I saw, ate, and experienced many new things in culture that were different from America. In this video, I'll touch on a few of these things. Alright, let's get started. One of the first things I noticed was that while China has a respect for their history shown in parks and museums, they more prominently look to the future rather than the past. It may not be a perfect way to learn from their mistakes, but it makes everyone more optimistic to what's coming. Another thing to note is that China is a huge country with over 1 billion people. Because of the sheer size of the country, almost all the cities have and are connected by incredibly convenient public transportation systems. These are not limited to taxis, buses, trains, and planes. While I was in China, I was able to experience all of these, but by far my favorite were the overnight trains. They were a relaxing way to travel between cities and super fun. One interesting thing I noticed while relating to locals is that many of the young people spoke English, while the older people didn't. Now I assume this was due to English being taught more today than it was 30 years ago, but it definitely made for some interesting multi-generational bilingual discussions. Being a quarter Chinese myself, I almost fit in, but on nearly a daily basis I was still approached by many people interested in me being a foreigner. And I could see how that would be fascinating. While China has a diverse cultural spectrum, the people types are relatively homogeneous. Being a foreigner in China gets you many looks, and way more looks than it would in America. But what can I say? I guess I enjoyed the attention. China also has many different flavors and foods. Most of the cuisine centers around either the staple foods of noodles or rice, but the dishes served with these have all sorts of colors and tastes. Compared with the US, going out to eat is less expensive, and it's fun to go and eat family style with friends. One signature food to eat while with groups is hot pot. Hot pot consists of a large bowl of oil, water, and seasoning, and each person dips whatever they want in it to cook it. While that was delicious, my favorite food could be found right across the street from my dorm at a fried noodle street vendor. Man, I could eat that for the rest of my life. To conclude, China is also host to some fantastic public spaces. Unlike many Americans, Chinese people never seem to be in too much of a rush to get somewhere, and will often take time to relax in one of the many public areas. People may often be seen taking naps, dancing, playing a quick sport, or simply just sitting around. Being around a slower daily way of life was for sure a nice change for me. I definitely recommend that if you ever have the opportunity to go to China, that you should take it. I think it's an opportunity that you won't want to miss out on, and you'll get to see a lot of new things and cultures that you would have never seen in America.